Hello there and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We are continuing on the Happy Hauloween event that we started in American Truck Simulator while we were doing the Arkansas event with the new DLC. But we didn't really get that many jobs. We got 4 of them, which is a good start. But we need to do 13. So that's 9 to go. Let's see what's available. We don't have a minimum distance at least now. So we just need to search for treats, and then we just need to take whatever is on offer. So we're back in Geneva, where we finished off the Switzerland Connections event, as we were trying to connect up different countries coming and going to and from Switzerland, since they'd completely redesigned the road network. And we ended up in Geneva after a delivery from Spain, I think? Something like that. Got a little bit more of the city to discover. We'll see if we can discover any more new roads, or at least depots and areas, but that's not going to be the priority of this particular event. We just want to get our deliveries done. But I'm always on the lookout for viewpoints or just roads that I haven't travelled before. Let's slow down, I could see that truck coming. Oh, and another one. Yeah, maybe we should actually obey the law sometimes. Let's see if we can do this without taking too much damage on these deliveries, would be nice. Not my strong point. It's on the correct lane too. Left, okay. This is actually pretty fortuitous looking like. It appears that we are beginning our delivery where we finished last time. Because of course the map has changed since I finished off the Switzerland event, and now they've added more reworked areas, as they seem to be always doing lately. So I got teleported to a city of my choice. I chose to come back to Geneva, but it put me in the services, of course. But our first delivery is from where we left off, which means that we don't have a weird one-way discovery path. We can actually discover the other side of the road that we drove in on. So that's kind of nice.
Get ready to turn right.
This is a pretty well-developed or well-designed and filled out part of the city. It's like a parking building in the middle there. There's these office buildings and stuff around where the depot is. Oh, let's turn the correct way. Always tricky when you're actually facing your truck instead of the way you're heading. Oh, this is the border already. Oh, okay. Really? Huh.
Go straight.
I thought we needed to go through some mountains. Did I blink? I didn't see any hills. Shows how much I know about this border area.
At the roundabout.
Which direction are we even traveling?
Second exit.
Oh, northeast? Yeah, I honestly thought that there'd be some serious hills that we'd be going through. I guess maybe this is just one of the saddle bits through the Alps. We're climbing a bit, it's just, I was expecting mountains. We're just going through some essentially rolling hills. That's fine, it's a lot easier to drive through. And it's a lot more pleasant to drive this sort of road than a just main expressway road that ends up going through tunnels. So that's nice. Oh, and it looks like we join up to the old road up here. I can see that the silver snake becomes a golden snake. Hey, Minjoma, welcome, welcome. The Subnautica speedrunner. Not for a while, but I do have some bingo I need to do. But this has a time limit on it. I need to finish this event by tomorrow night. Well, technically Monday midday, but I have work on Monday, so I won't be doing it then. And you haven't tried Subnautica Below Zero? I have. I've tried it. I've done a couple of the category extension speedruns. I haven't done an any percent run yet. But I've played through the game entirely. I finished it. Got all achievements. Wait, I did a hardcore glitchless run actually. But I can't remember if I submitted it or not. I should check that. I might still have it just sitting on my hard drive and not have it submitted. Yeah, I streamed the Below Zero playthrough. It should all be on YouTube, I think. Should be a playlist there. Slightly edited, I think, because there was a lot of just coming and going from bases and stuff that I think I trimmed out.
Turn left.
It didn't take that long, really, I don't think. Can't remember how many episodes it was. Certainly didn't seem like very long. I think it was only a few streams. Don't see your channel? It should be in the description somewhere. Exclamation mark YouTube might also do it. Yeah, there's a lot on... I generally expect more people to find me on YouTube than Twitch, so you've been missing out. I clearly don't push it hard enough. I should market it more. Under additional content. Yeah, I guess when I first started my Twitch, it was primarily for just gameplay capture of speedruns, and chucking them on YouTube was kind of an afterthought, but since it's kind of pivoted and I put more things on YouTube specifically than I stream on Twitch, so yeah, that's definitely the place to go for most things now. But then Twitch is the only content I have that's monetized. Like, I don't have ad revenue or anything coming in from YouTube.
Straight.
Need about 500 more subscribers to be able to do that. The bar is a little bit higher than on Twitch. Whereas at least on Twitch I can immediately start getting... Well, not immediately, but... The bar for affiliate is fairly low, and then you can get subs and bits and stuff. YouTube... Until you reach a fairly high bar, you get nothing, good sir. You instead get to watch lots of other people with content worse than yours getting all of the views. Just got one more, hooray! I'll take that. One more is good. Hey, maybe it helps the algorithm. You just never know. I mean, I'm acutely aware that the sort of content that I put out is probably not to most people's tastes. It's pretty niche. Just gotta hope that there's enough people worldwide in that niche that might want to watch it. But this is and always has been a hobby, so... I've been going through some of my travel stuff as well. Because I don't just drive trucks virtually and explore other places that way. I also get out on my own two legs and do some exploring places as well. I'm actually going to skip that one because I've had that copyright flagged before. End of the day, you game for yourself and not for others? Exactly. I do things very much my way.
Go straight.
Whether it's gaming, walking, any other thing that I happen to decide to do. Okay, yeah, technically I should have stopped at that intersection, but whatever. Thankfully the bus noticed me. Copyright? Yeah, I mean this is a licensed music soundtrack, largely. Some of it's from games. It was like, it wasn't a strike, it was allows the content to be used on YouTube, but it was meant to be like licensed content that doesn't even hit that. So it's just one out of the dozens that have had no issue.
Get ready to
Every now and then it's a case of, yeah, this person allows the content to be used. It's like, okay. Like, it would affect the monetization if I had monetization. I don't, so it doesn't matter.
right.
It's essentially fair use.
Turn left.
Turn left. Oh.
This is where it ends.
Welcome to Dijon, home of the mustard. Or something. I didn't park on the thing for it to tell me where to put the trailer. Rookie mistake. And hop. Where do you need it? Let's play it safe. Okay, well that's actually the wrong way now, so I'm actually going to do the harder delivery because I turned around and made the supposedly easier one more difficult. So let's just do this. Oh, and because I'm in my favorite Volvo, my mirrors are where I want them to be. I also have the virtual ones up, which I only just realized I should turn those off because they're just in the way. Is it F2? Yes, F2. There we go. But the wing mirror is where I want it to be. Whereas the Mac that I was driving in American Truck Simulator, they weren't quite how I preferred. There we go. First delivery in the books. That was a quick one. Let's hope that we can keep that up. Right, next treats delivery. Where can we go? Dijon to Bern. Back into Switzerland, funnily enough. Now, have I been on that road already? I think I have. But I don't want to go all the way to Corsica or Barcelona, so you know what? Bern is good. Bern is fine. Your home that you haven't visited yet. Funny. Well, I have been visiting Switzerland quite intensively in this game recently. The last series that I did in ETS2 was the Trade Connections Switzerland event, where I was doing 10 deliveries to and from. And it had to be to and from different countries, so we covered quite a lot of ground in the end.
Guidance is now finished.
Oh, nailed it. Right, so it looks like the intersections in Dijon have changed weirdly, but only the intersections. It's also really like looking at the city. This has got to be a candidate to be completely reworked at some point, because this is like the old design where you just have a couple of roads in, a tiny little round the block sort of thing for the city, and that's it. I think they've changed the skybox, like the city skyline in the background. I think that's been revamped. But the actual road layout hasn't been, so I wonder whether or not this might be on the docket for in future. But for now, we'll at least discover the road areas. Oh, that's the garage. And then we've got a hotel that I've never been into, looks like. I wonder if that's new. Oh, they probably changed them because they likely were in an old template. So it's probably been changed to a newer design, which is why it's new. Wait till it, there we go. Wait till it goes gold on my other map as well.
Turn
Go
right.
back out and hope that no one's there. Live in this town and barely go anywhere. Is it possible to find your house in this game? Probably not. Because most of the buildings are more of just an indication of how reality is in each city. So I suspect that unless your house was a particularly distinctive landmark, like if you were in an apartment building that they felt important enough or distinctive enough to put into the game, you might be able to see it. You probably wouldn't be in the right place, but it would be there, potentially. I'll just go this way. It looks like there's a little sliver of undiscoveredness on the top road, which kind of bugs me, but shouldn't matter. And again, I have the 100% achievement already for the game, but it would be nice to get to 100% again in each region. And it's little slivers like that you can just make out on the top of the map under the 4 of 334 that can affect your percentage. I'll just have to remember about it. Because for now, we are dicing with death on that intersection again. How is that not traffic lights or a proper interchange? Like, the fact that that's just a 4-way stop is absurd. Anyway, heading back into Switzerland, basically the way we came, I suspect, so not much to see here. Scenic mode, anyway. So it has barriers to stop you wandering too much? Correct. They don't have the entire world rendered, funnily enough. I've only put in certain amounts, and it's at a 1 to 20 scale, so they have to be fairly restrictive in what they include. A lack of signs. Probably. I also just don't pay attention to many of them. Especially the speed signs. Yeah, but you have 3 languages in Switzerland?
straight.
4, technically, isn't it? I'm also in France at the moment, so we'll be back in Switzerland shortly, but we were just in France and Dijon. Haven't reached the border again yet. But once we're there, then you can criticise their lack of signage again. I'm fairly sure that in the bits of England that cross into Wales, they also don't have the Welsh signs, which they should. That one is like extinct, yeah. Romansh, it's the kind of the traditional mountain language, I think, isn't it? I imagine there's some people who still use it, but you certainly wouldn't use it as a trade language, that's for sure. But it's that sort of language that usually undergoes a bit of a revival, and
Straight.
there's usually movements to have them included in road signage and stuff like that, like Welsh, for example, being an example. Welsh or Irish Gaelic. You know, there's been a big movement to resurrect those languages and have them included in signage and documentation, even though functionally they're not really used. Like, there'll be some people who may converse in them, but realistically, any dealings that you have with anyone else, you pretty much have to use a different language like English. So at the end of the day, preserving an older language, while culturally important, is functionally not useful. It's definitely the sort of thing that people do as a hobby. Just like some people still study Latin, even though that's only really used in scientific circles. And then only as like descriptions, not actually conversationally. Because the whole purpose of language is to be able to be understood. And you're not achieving that by only using an isolated language. You want to use that in... you want to use the languages that most people converse in or trade in order to get your point across. The difference being if you're using it artistically, like you might sing in a particular language for music and stuff like that. Write a poem in a older or traditional language. That's always cool. One of my, I wouldn't say favorite bands. I like a lot of their, well, some of their songs. I like some of their songs a lot, put it that way. They wouldn't be a favorite band just based on the number of songs they have that I like, but those that I do like a lot. Band Aluvite, who I believe are from Switzerland, I think, and did an entire album in like Old Gaelic or something that's a completely extinct language. Oh, there's a photo opportunity through here. Excellent. This car in front of you, yeah, I believe it's a police car too, which is why I'm not rushing it. Not that I'll get penalised, but... where's the photo opportunity? Is it the other side of this tunnel? Maybe it is the tunnel. Guess we'll find out. Because now I've passed the marker again. Okay, what does it want me to take a picture of? Let's find out. Yes, Col de Roche. It's this, like, culvert sort of thing here, I guess. I mean, they've got a flag up there, so I guess that's the important bit, right? Yeah, I mean... take picture. What more do you want? It's an interesting little village area. Nestled between mountains and ravines and all sorts. Yeah, the fact that the speed limit through here is only 60. I mean, I'm limited to 90 anyway. But I'd rather be doing 90 than 60. But we don't appear to have any main road or expressway or anything through this area. It's just a back road, so that's fine. It's more interesting to drive on, at least. This reminds me a lot of one of the maps in Farming Simulator.
Exit now.
Ah, Bern and Neuchâtel. Okay, I know where that is.
Get ready to turn right.
Speeding on a roundabout. Damn straight.
Turn right.
Oop, that left side of that village just popped into view. It's kind of funny. At least they don't have me drive through the whole village. I missed the border, in fact. I don't know where I actually crossed. Probably the bit through the mountains where it had me take the picture. I guess maybe that was the border. Not sure. But I'm fairly sure we're now in Switzerland again. And this is a road that I didn't drive on the first time, or last time I was here, so that's good. I'll take those. Certainly would be nice to go back to Switzerland sometime, but it's a long way away. It's like 2 12-hour flights to get there. Or like a 16-hour flight and a 10-hour flight or something. It's pretty absurd from this part of the world. Weirdly a lack of hills. Well, I think I took a tunnel through most of them. But also some of them I think aren't too profound, because I mean I'm going uphill at the moment. But it's kind of hard to tell, just based on how I've got the angle and everything anyway. There's a water park over there. Westwide. However you meant to pronounce that. I call it Westwide.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Bern Wankdorf. Alright. No comment. Okay, I have been to this part before. Looks like I've been to this depot before, in fact, but that's alright. Maybe we can get a delivery from one that we haven't been to. My indicator was still on. Oops. No one's coming. Good. Oh, that's right, this is the weird intersection down here.
Exit right.
I'm actually going to go
Get
over
ready to
here,
turn right.
because I just want to discover this piece of road here.
I'll find a new route.
Because I'm fairly sure last time I didn't, because I ran the intersection differently from the other side. Or there's like some other sort of on-ramp sort of thing, so you just never come back this way? Can't remember.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Yeah, I feel I went on the other side last time.
Turn right.
Turning right. This is one of the annoying places where you actually have to drive through the town to get to the depot. Including over tram tracks, apparently. So I guess we hope that no one's coming on there.
Get ready to turn right.
I just started streaming, correct. Only half an hour in. This is only the second delivery. Second delivery of the day, almost done.
Get ready to turn left.
So that's 2 in the books out of the 9 that we need to do. I'm not optimistic that I'll be able to do all of them today. I would love it if I could, because then that would free up tomorrow for doing other things.
Now drop the load and go.
Where do you need it? You know what, I'm already starting to turn that way, so that's fine. Lately I've been just doing the real basic deliveries, like for the 10 or 20 XP or whatever, but I mean it's right there. There was no other trailers in the way. There you go, and then just straight back. Simple as that. That's probably easier than the one that was over by the wall, to be honest. Excellent. 6 out of 13.